I read in the press notes that you play clarinet alongside the orchestra.
I did
part
play
of it.
clarinet, yeah.
And like, do you start learning all these things about each other where you're like, wow, we're in close quarters. Obviously, this is a very bonded cast. Are you like, by
Is
the
that a
way?
clarinet in your pocket?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, wait, it's not?
Like, bust out that clarinet. How did that come up? Did you say, Jonathan, were you like, I play clarinet, I could get involved?
No, because I was doing ADR the week before with Gareth, and they were recording in Abbey Road Studios the following week, and I went along obsessed with sort of film scores, and Alexander Desplat's score in this is just like knockout. And so I just sat there, on the first day. I was doing a play at the time, so it was like a calming thing to do. And Conrad was there, the original orchestrator for John Williams, and it was a 105-piece world-class orchestra. And then I was like, I could bring. I hadn't really played the clarinet properly for like 18 years.
What?
Well, I've been left it on display because I thought it looked cool. But so when I started playing it, it was like, is this thing on? It was slightly wonky, but there was the clarinet. John and Caris, who I sat next to, was so lovely. They sort of whispered me into it, and it was a weird serendipity that I just wanted to play along to. Well, the John Williams score, and then ended up playing the solo in that interaction.
You played the clarinet solo?
Did you not know that?
Now, how did the clarinet players, the professional ones, feel about that?
Well, exactly, I know. Well,
all about eving them?
Yeah.
No one wants an actor turning up and being like, I'm going to try and do that. But I just played along literally to the John Williams score initially, and then Alexander Desplat was like, you can play, you stay. And then
my God.
Clarinet solo came up, and they were like, do you want to play it? And I was like, no, I absolutely not. And it was like the most terrifying thing, but also because they're
You play the
experts.
clarinet solo in the film?
In the film, yeah.
Yeah.
That is amazing.
And
Yes.
doing the Miles Davis story.
Jonathan.
I know, but it gets weirder
Playing Bill Evans.
It gets weirder because that sequence wasn't on the page, right? The interaction with the Titanosaur.
Wow.
And what was queued up, and bearing in mind they did it for a week and a half, and it just so happened that after filming that, recording that John Williams score, there was a clarinet solo, and I was like, no, I can't do it. Then it came up again, and he went, come on, it's now or never, and I was like, okay. And it happened to be the exact moment that my character touched the dinosaur. The fact that wasn't even scripted, the fact that he then wrote it for a clarinet.
Chills.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
How did we not know
I didn't know.
any of this?
Yeah, what?
We have to read the liner notes.
I learned this yesterday on the Today Show or something.
Wait, that's amazing.
I know, but you know what? Because when you're doing a play, you sort of go mad anyway. You're like as if you could get madder than going to Abbey Road and tootling along. But it was genuinely the highlight of my career.
I bet. That's so special.